Okay, boys and girls, today we're going to have a look at budgets. Now, budgets are important because they help us to organise how we spend our money on a daily basis. Families have budgets, governments have budgets, companies have budgets. So here we've got an example of a young lad called Brad who received a gift of $365. He had a power bill of $27, a fuel cost of $48, he received wages of $147, and interest from the bank of $30. And the question is, how much money did he have over? So what we do before we start this is we break this up into income and expenditure. So we're going to draw a line across the top here, one down the side here, and we're going to call this side income, and this side we're going to call expenses. So let's have a look at his income. He received a gift of $365, so that's income. He had a power bill of $27, so that's going out, so that's an expense, and we'll call that way we understand exactly what it is. He had a fuel cost of $38, so it's not income, it's going out, so we're going to put $48 down there for fuel. He had wages of $147, so that's income, so that goes down on this side. And he had interest from the bank of another $32. So he had interest from the bank of $32, so that's income as well, so that goes down here as an income. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to tally these up. So total income is going to be 5 and 7 is 12, 12 and 2 is 14, we put down the 4, we trade up the 1, 4 and 6 is going to be 10, 10 and 3 is 13 and 1 is 14, we put down the 4, we trade up the 1, 2 and 3 is going to be 5, he had a total income of $544. And his expenses, we're going to tally those up again. So 7 and 5 is going to be 15, we put down the 5, we trade up the 1, 4 and 1 is 5 and 2 is going to be 7, so his total expenses are $75. Now we want to know how much he had left over, so now we're going to do a calculation. We're going to take the income and the expenses. We're going to take the expenses away from the income, so we have $544, and we're going to take away from that $75, and that will give us the amount of money left over. So 4 take away 5 we can't do, so we're going to trade down. 14 take away 5 is 9. 3 take away 7 we can't do, so we're going to do another trade down again. 13 take away 7 is going to be 6. 4 take away nothing is going to be 4. And so his total amount left over is going to be $469 and no cents. Okay, so now we have our second example here. Robert received $580 salary. He paid $130 to repair his daughter's car, spent $60 taking his wife out to tea, received a bonus of $128 from his boss, and had to pay an extra $250 in unpaid taxes. How much extra did Robert have that week? So what we're going to do is we're going to have you pause for a moment. And as we pause this, you're going to arrange this on the page in front of you. So just take a moment to do that. Right, and now we're back together again. So we've just divided our page into income and expenses. And as we're looking at this, what is the first thing that we have that we can place in the income side of the equation? So Robert received $580 salary. So we'll put that down, $580. And we'll call that salary, just to remind us what that is. Now the next thing we have on this is an expense of $130 to repair his daughter's car. So we'll put $130 down on this side, and we'll call that repairs. And then we have an additional $60 which he spent taking his wife out to tea. So we write $60 down here. We'll call that tea, which is a very good investment. And then we received a bonus of $128 from his boss because the boss was being very generous that week. So that's a bonus. and that goes down as a salary. And so now we have an extra payment of $250 to the tax office. In which column will that go into? Correct. You're going to place that down as an expense and you're going to put it into this column over here. Alright, now that we've organised our money into income and expenses, what will be the next thing that we'll do with this? Right, so what we'll do is we'll tally up our income and we'll tally up our expenses. So 0 and 8 is going to be 8, 8 and 2 is going to be 10, we put out a 0, we trade up a 2, 2 and 5 is 7, and 1 is going to be 8. So he had an income of $808 for that particular week. And his expenses are going to be 0 and 0 and 0 is going to be 0. 3 and 6 is going to be 9, 9 and 5 is 14. I put down the 4, I trade up the 1. 2 and 1 is 3, 3 and 1 is going to be 4, and his expenses are $440. Now that I've gone that far, what's going to be the next step as we solve this equation? So if you said we're going to do a subtraction and we're going to take the income away from the expenses, you would be right. So we're going to take an income of $808 away from the expenses of $440. So 8 take away 0 is going to be 8. 0 take away 4 we can't do, so we're going to trade down. 10 take away 4 is going to be 6. 7 take away 4 is going to be 3. And he's going to have a surplus or an amount left over of $368 after all expenses have been taken out from his income.